So I just had a weird but fun little realization that I'm feeling good about. So I woke up today feeling a little depressed. Honestly, I was feeling it yesterday too. Basically I got triggered, and then I started having these feelings of unworthiness and just feeling like I'm not where I want to be in life, even though I just had these desires come up like seriously not that long ago. So the feelings are not logical, but they were there nonetheless, right? And just randomly this thought came to me. So yesterday I was having these thoughts too, and I had to go to Home Depot, and I was so proud of myself because I installed a portable AC unit all by myself, and I was so proud of myself. I was feeling like Barbara the Builder, right? And then when I went to the Home Depot, multiple people told me I smell super good. And this one girl, she was like, oh, are you wearing Flower Bomb? And I actually know Flower Bomb. I have that one. I got a whole gift set for Christmas. She's so sweet. Like, I'm literally so blessed. And I feel like whenever our ego is like attacking us and telling us all these mean things, it's like so ungrateful because you forget all the wonderful, amazing things that have happened. But anyway, so I got the whole Flower Bomb gift set for Christmas. So I have the big size, like the really big one. I have the travel size and 2 lotions. And she was like, oh, are you wearing Flower Bomb? I'm like, no, I'm actually not wearing Flower Bomb. I'm wearing Estee Lauder today, but I have that one and it's really good. And she was like, yeah, I love it. It's so good. I have the small bottle, and I just spray like a little bit because I'm trying to make it last because it's so expensive. And I just remember that now. And like, first of all, I didn't even have to pay for it. I got it for free. 2, I think it's like $165. And to me, that's not like super expensive, but I know how she feels because I have this Chanel Gardenia perfume, and I think it's $275 or $425 for the big bottle. And mind you, I have the big bottle of the Flower Bomb. But anyways, so I think it's like $425 for the big bottle or $275 for the smaller bottle. And I haven't manifested it yet, so I've just been getting samples and I try to make it last, so I know exactly how she feels. And that just made me smile when I remembered it, because at where she's at right now, she feels like the Flower Bomb is really expensive and she hasn't been able to manifest it yet, so she's using a little bit and she's trying to make it last. And for me, I already have that one, and now I want the Chanel one, and so I'm trying to make that one last. And it's just funny because it's like the same new level, same old devils, and you are moving up and you're moving up, but it's really always the same. And so that just brought me a lot of peace. It brought me a lot of comfort because it reminded me, like, where I once was, I have it now. Like, at one point I was desiring that, and I already have that now, and now I'm desiring a new thing. And so I was beating myself up like, oh, like, I haven't been able to manifest the next level yet. Like, maybe I'm too ugly, maybe I'm too this, maybe I'm too that, maybe I'm not worthy of it. And I'm like, no, of course you're worthy of it. Like, you just need to stick it out. You need to do your best. You need to love yourself and be kind to yourself. And eventually you're going to be where you need to be. Because at one point, you weren't even where you were now. And beating yourself up is not what got you to the next level. And so now that we're at the next level and we want to get to the next level, there's no point in beating yourself up. And of course, I know there's no point in beating myself up, but the thoughts still come anyway sometimes because I have certain triggers that come up. The trigger this time is that I got ghosted twice by guys who I would consider to be like eligible men. Obviously, they're not, because eligible men don't just plan dates and then ghost, obviously. But, you know, these were guys, like, when we planned the dates, I was thinking, like, oh, like, these are good guys based on, like, certain criteria that I have. And so they ghosted me. And basically every time that I've been rejected in the past, like, few months, it just all start flooding back, and I just start feeling really bad about myself and feeling like, oh my gosh, like, I'm never going to get the kind of guy who I want, and the kind of guys who I'm into are not into me, and blah, 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 blah. You guys know how it goes. We're all women, we know. we know how it gets sometimes. I feel like men sometimes get into that, like, just like downward spiral of existential crisis also. So that's what I was going through the past couple days, mostly just yesterday and today. But honestly, even before, because when the guy scheduled the date, I was already thinking in my head, I'm like, what if he doesn't follow up? And then it manifested. So I guess that was like my feminine intuition, because something told me, like, I don't think he's gonna follow up. And he didn't. And it definitely got to me. But I'm grateful, because every time that I get triggered and I have to work through it, I feel like I go a layer deeper and I get a little bit closer to really healing it for good. And I don't know if there is a such thing as healing it for good. I hope and pray that it is, and I'm not going to be dealing with the same triggers for the rest of my life. But yeah, that's definitely one of them for me. Like, if a guy who I quote unquote rejects me, it just like sent my whole everything on a spiral. But I'm gonna get it together. It's not the end of the world. And at some point, I'm just gonna appreciate where I am, because at some point I was manifesting this level, and so I'm definitely grateful to be here, and I'm ready and excited to get to the next level as well. So I love you guys. I hope that you are having a good day and enjoying your manifestation journeys. Peace.